Hi, I'm Dr. Janet Pope. I'm reporting here live at EULAR 2022 in Copenhagen. This is a hybrid meeting, and I had the opportunity to come for real live for a first major meeting since COVID started. So I'm going to talk about Axial PsA. And my question for you is it for real? So we know that in psoriatic arthritis, there are multiple advanced therapies approved, but that some drugs haven't shown a positive response in axial PsA. And by axial PsA, that's a bit different than ankylosing spondylitis. It might be unilateral, there might be skip lesions, HLA-B27 isn't as common, and sometimes it's say neck and a unilateral sacroiliac, or it's thoracic and a low lumbar, but it can skip around. We also know that this is important enough that GRAPPA, one of the international societies that looks at psoriatic arthritis, is actually trying to find clinical criteria. So I'm going to talk to you about a study. So this is a study looking at clinical aspects in psoriatic arthritis. And what this study looks at was by Dr. Henriette Kading, and she's looking at a cohort of patients with psoriatic arthritis with axial SpA. Number one, everybody was screened with their PsA in the cohort for having an MRI of the low back or sometimes the entire spine, depending. So they wanted to meet criteria currently for axial PsA. The next thing that is really, I think, kind of interesting is that 1/4 of patients with psoriatic arthritis whom they scanned had axial PsA with no pain. And we're talking about 88 patients in total. So that's about 20 some patients. The next thing of interest was that MRI imaging patterns of axial PsA in the 86 patients were highly variable. Unilateral sacroiliitis versus bilateral, skip lesions versus not, peripheral arthritis with axial versus not. So there were a lot of different patterns. And again, why is this important? It's important because these sorts of patients will be studied, and we really need to know if our advanced therapies, IL-23 as a for instance, if they're going to work in axial PsA, if they actually work in ankylosing spondylitis. So I think it is a different entity. I think it's a hot topic. And the bottom line is more will come. So follow us at Room Now, and I'm at Janet Burdope. Thank you.